Who is the worst person you've met on the internet? I was on Omegle, which is a bad idea anyways because it's nothing but dicks on there, but I happened upon a girl named Brinkley and she was the single worst person I've had the displeasure of meeting in my life. She was rich, racist, pretentious, snobby, and materialistic, and I wish I could forget ever having met her. Brinkley is a fucking awful name. I couldn't agree more. And it just added to how horrible she was, but in a way it's the most fitting name because of how much she sucked. I joined KSI a while back and had to go offline for a while due to some medical issues. When I came back on my Xbox 360 I was getting told that my entire division, back then a division was consisted of at least 7 squads, was disbanded because of a new squad leader who was trying to hack into the others' profiles and get as much info as they wanted. Heard it stopped with 8 members going to his house and setting it on fire. Asked around why they did it and was told they were basically bankrupt because of this cocksucker and wanted to make him bankrupt too. At that point I decided not to be part of such a toxic clan. Edit, this was the community KSI, not global. Greater than a new squad leader who was trying to hack into the others' profiles and get as much info as they wanted. Heard it stopped with 8 members going to his house and setting it on fire. Asked around why they did it and was told they were basically bankrupt because of this cocksucker and wanted to make him bankrupt too. Wait, you're talking about in-game events, right? Right? This is tough, but I'd have to say this one guy who made a Discord server entirely based on him typing dozens of paragraphs about how pretentious and weak the peasants are and how he was so much better than them. He had it set so that no one could type anywhere, just watch his little rants. He would randomly DM anyone with an anime profile picture, assuming they were female and asking them to be his sex slave or something like that. One of my friends, who was a 15-year female, got targeted by him and the way he acted was absolutely disgusting. Edit, something I forgot to include in here was that he would talk a lot about how everyone was corrupt or messed up. He would also bash on sexuality and mental illnesses. Why was anyone a part of this Discord? I can't speak for anyone else, but my friend found it through Discord and then invited me because she thought it was hilarious. Practically everyone in the server made a separate server that was basically a hall of fame for this guy's messages. I posted a picture of my mom nursing me to a couple of old school pics forums, including Reddit. I got a couple of DMs just saying how cool and beautiful the pictures is. One person started a pretty normal conversation with me. Asked if he could repost the picture to another forum because he thought it was cool. I said yes and appreciated him asking. About a day later he sends me an image of the breastfeeding photo that he jerked off on, along with a video. Followed by a very long rape fantasy story. Dude was actually a pretty good writer, but it was sickening. He also informed me he shared it with a bunch of his pedophile friends who get off to moms nursing their babies. Dude was actually a pretty good writer, just to let you know. In this specific case, credit was definitely not due. I know. But sometimes things just stick out. A Croatian guy saying the Nazis had the right idea with poor execution. Execution, glad to see a comment not about me. I play League of Legends. I'm sorry. When I first joined Reddit I found the r/free compliments page and posted a pic of myself about 8 weeks after I had my baby. The majority of people were supportive and it made me feel good. I felt super down about myself. A few people said I was gross. The worst was a PM from someone who deleted their account afterwards and said I was a fucking whore. They knew where I lived and that my baby girl and I should just die because she would grow up to be just like her whore mom. I couldn't report them obviously because the account that sent it was deleted, but it kind of made me sick to my stomach. Honestly messed with me for a while. I deleted the message and I kind of wish I had kept it to share in instances like this. Edit, my original post,
Here
https://www.reddit.com/r/free_compliments/comment/c9xg3h/8week__app__s _name _iosmf. I just went and checked you out. Not only do I think you look beautiful, but you are also very brave to do that. Especially, with the way people today are so obsessed with physical appearances. Our beauty comes from within and shines out. And, the fact that you did that not only shows your beauty, but that you've got major balls. Ballsy and beautiful. Lol. I applaud both. Especially in a woman. And I know, BC, I'm a woman, too. Some asshole destroyed my flowers in Animal Crossing New Leaf. I had really good bell price and thought I'd be nice to let people come to my town. I'm sorry for your loss, frown. All the fools who preach drugs are fun. Do LSD at least once in your life. When kids get on here asking for life advice. Hate those mfers. Someone called me a Nazi recently because I'm German. After I explained to him that I don't want to be associated with them only because I'm German, he proceeds to tell me that I have to face the past of my country and realize that I'm not better than them for not wanting to be associated with them. Edit, since many of you answered the same thing. I do know that there are idiots in the US as well who blame other, white according to your comments, people for STH. Their ancestors did. Please stop comparing it. It's not the same, although it's equally stupid. I imagine he sat down for dinner with his cousin/wife afterwards. I don't know. I blocked him immediately. It was a few years ago on Reddit I got into argument with a map that was talking about and trying to justify why raping kids was good for their sexual discovery and development. We shouldn't use the map term. It's an effort to normalize pedophilia and make it seem like less of a problem. Seriously. Just say pedophile. Minor attractal person sounds so disgustingly soft. I had to Google it. Imagine being a victim and hearing your attacker be referred to so gently. Fucking gross. Playing D2 with my friend and a random match point, and my friend said ya los tenemos. We almost got it in Spanish. So the random got mad and started insulting us, saying this game is American, speak in English and things like that against Latinos. We were speaking in English the entire game, but my friend literally said 3 words in Spanish and he was furious. Personally, as an Englishman, I believe any American that thinks like this should get their own fucking language and stop butchering ours. I've been living in the UK for about a year now, and I can safely say nobody butchers the English language like the English. 2 people come to mind. One was during my GW2 raiding days. We were doing a boss and a guy called him Your Grave shows up to fill a vacant slot in the guild run. We're still inexperienced at this point and trying to learn the boss. Things aren't going that well and he starts bitching about stuff, calling out our tank for sucking, etc. I write something innocuous like dude, chill, and he disconnects a minute later. Cue half an hour of him harassing the tank via PM. Guild Wars has a large text allotment per message, and the poor tank got more than 10 fully used messages of pure vitriol. Then he directed his wrath at me for telling him to chill out. It wasn't quite as long, but I was still honored with 4 full private messages of mental breakdown. Your Grave became a legend in the guild after that. Whenever someone bad or disrespectful came on board, we'd always say at least it isn't him and laugh about it. The second person was the author of a YouTube video of a random band doing a tribute. I don't remember whether it was a Rainbow or a Dio song, but the singer wasn't all that great and started singing way too early. I said something about them needing more practice. That was met with several paragraphs of cussing, making excuses for the uploader's friend, and God knows what else. Some people are just too darn sensitive. Any of those PM_me accounts, they're the absolute worst. I agree, I always tell them to fuck off. I'm the mod of /r/regret joining, and I've had several occasions where members of the US military have threatened to find me and hurt me. One even went as far as telling me where he lives so we could fight. He accused me of lying when I said I lived nowhere near him and told him to grow the fuck up and stop being an internet tough guy. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare and I'm the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth, mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your little clever comment was about to bring down upon you, maybe you would have held your fucking tongue. But you couldn't, you didn't, and now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo. Lamau, I remember seeing this years ago but still have no idea where it originally came from. I never met her, but I'll call her Satine. Satine was my best friend's ex-girlfriend. She was in her mid-late 20s and he was 15 to 16 when they first met. I don't think it needs to be said she was insanely abusive. Satine pressured my friend into sending nudes, which she presumably still has, suicide baited, and constantly needed his attention. I believe she also bullied him for being overweight and was one of the triggers to his eating disorder. Satine lived in Belgium, we live in America, and one of her mental breakdowns took place the night before my friend's SAT test. When he tried to go to bed, she accused him of not giving a damn about her and said she'd kill herself if he didn't stay up with her. So, my friend fell asleep during his SAT. He was able to retake it, thankfully. Satine also wanted my friend to move to Belgium and live with her, and he almost did it too. I don't remember what stopped him, but I'm glad he didn't go. She would have gotten worse with him. And I think the worst part is that my friend is a trans man, and he was still questioning his gender at this point. Satine pressured him into sending pictures of his breasts, and he tried to tell her he didn't want to, and she accused him of not loving her. Satine still tries to get in contact with him from time to time, but he doesn't reply to her anymore. Fuck you, Satine. Yeah, fuck Satine. I am the worst person you will ever meet. You walk into a nice restaurant, and notice a tile that is slightly larger than all the other ones and think, who the fuck did that? I was the one who placed that tile. I ruin your dinners with misplaced tiles. Your hell will consist only of perfectly tiled rooms. I am the danger. Argued with a guy on why pedophilia is wrong. That was fun. Also, one guy who apparently knew my location and said he was gonna rape and murder my entire family. He hasn't shown up yet. And that was 4 months ago. About the pedophilia guy. Did he say being attracted to kids was moral, or that F-king them was? He said there's nothing immoral or wrong with being attracted to children. I personally disagree. Edit, can y'all please stop upvoting this? I don't want to spend Sunday night debating the morality of pedophilia, please. A guy selling DNP to young girls on a pro-anorexia message board. DNP? A fucking scary diet pill, removed. I'm simultaneously impressed at his dedication and scared of his seriousness. Did you think I was kidding? Probably that dude on Yahoo back in the day. I was a 9 years/0 kid just learning and reading news articles. I scrolled down and accidentally downvoted, or the equivalent of, Some random guys comment and couldn't figure out how to undo it. So being the innocent little kid I was, I commented on it and apologized and explained what happened. He cussed me out. I deleted my account. I accidentally downvoted this. I am sorry. Listen here, you little shit. Okay, so there's this dude in my Discord community, who's a real scumbag. He also messaged haha at a picture of a baby that was run over by a truck that some prick sent. He claims he's the best artist and shames people for saying his art is mediocre. His friend also posted actual child porn, like Earl stuff, and when confronted about it, his friend said, Jesus, it's just a joke. No wonder why everyone in this community left, most toxic community ever. Report his ass to the feds. Fucker has one CP image, he has more. Had somebody from r/news tell me that I was worse than Jeff Epstein because I disagreed with him about capital punishment. What sorry ass lives these people live. A Minecraft griefer. He didn't do anything to me personally, but I watched him destroy a castle that looked like it took years. He was just laughing it up, and when I told him to stop he said, oh, it's not that big of a deal, he can just rebuild it. He blew the whole thing up, by the way. When my son was younger, he and his best friend built a castle. And they worked on it for years. One day, out of nowhere, he comes to me all bummed out and says someone completely destroyed his castle. They were young kids, too. Completely crushed. People are dicks. Sounds like the same incident. This kid I played WoW with a while back admitted to enjoying killing his puppies. He made it look like an accident so his parents weren't as mad. What the actual fuck? This is the worst one in this thread. That's the most fucked up one in this entire post. Holy shit. Trolls, I can't fathom why you would go through all that trouble and take all that time just to bother people. It's like being a telemarketer except you don't get paid. Edit, I'm talking about mean trolls who say overly offensive things just to make people mad. Not good fun trolls. Life is suffering, they just want to share theirs with others. Listen Buddha. Share the enlightenment. Not the crying peasants. Met a guy on the internet when I was in high school. He added me on FB and ended up pressuring me into sex. Was a super weird way to lose my gay virginity before I was even old enough to drive. I think what got me the most is the fact that he vanished one day. I've still never been able to find him online 12 plus years later. Edit, this is the first time I've disclosed this much. Sorry I'm not replying to everyone. What the fuck? I'm sorry that happened. Dave, as he is a prick. Fuck Dave. Dave, joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Someone who threatened me daily for not responding to them in the minute. I have no idea why I didn't just block them instantly. Tongue. Holy moly.